Hi everybody, this is Mach again, and I'm going to be talking about how to get 14 mil, around 14 mil a month with no skills. There are some quests required, but after that there's really nothing you need. So the first thing I'm talking about is Miscellanea. So if you do know how to do Miscellanea, you do not have to watch this, you can just go straight to part 2. But if you do watch this, you're gonna, learn some things about what I do to maximize my money. So, if you haven't done Miscellany before, I'm going to do a quick explanation. It's a kingdom that you get after doing Royal Trouble, which is Quest 1, and then Throne of Miscellanea. After you do it, this village will give you stuff. You give it money into the coffers to pay the workers here, and these happy little workers will go and gather supplies for you. There's a thing called approval rating, which you will learn about through the quests, but it's how happy the people are. And if you didn't know, the max amount of money that this place can take at one time is 75k at 100% approval rating. Um, that means since it's 75k and 100% approval, it takes 10% at 100% and 9% at 90%. Yeah, so just always, tip number one is always keep it at 100% and you'll maximize your cash. So come talk to this guy, and here's the second thing that most people, who do Miscellanea, they may not do this. I put everything into fishing, and I like my fish raw, so because they sell much better. And for herbs, I do flax, and I do everything else into the flax. Because everything is pretty stable, these two are actually really good. They'll make you about 4 mil. Right now, it makes about 4 mil a month. A month is in 30 days. And another thing is I like to keep this over 750k. This way I don't have to keep on depositing, but I do bring cash in case. Now, just that's pretty much an overview of what Miscellany does, and it'll, when you talk to him normally, since I already gathered my stuff, normally it will say, would you like to gather, and then it'll auto bank for you. Now, let's talk about my inventory. You need the axe because when you're here, in order to get your approval rating back up to 100, you need to do something to help out the people. Now, the fastest way would be to cut logs. If you do what I do and you follow my 2-part guide and you do the run that I do every day, you won't need to worry about this, the second thing I'm going to talk about. And all you need to do is just come here, cut 2 maples, and you'll be back at 100. Maples are 2 logs per 1% approval rating. And if after watching this guide you realize that Miscellany is actually very beneficial and you want to go back to your kingdom, which you haven't checked on for a while, your approval rating will probably be really low and you're really going to want to take the time to bring it up. If that's the case and you're below like 90%, which if you haven't checked on it for a while you'll probably be, I would suggest you take the time to run over here and cut teaks and mahogany. It's 1% per log, much faster, and it's a faster cutting rate. However, if you do my trip, it takes time to run here. Much better just to stay there and cut your 2 maples. Yeah, so that's tip number 2. It's not really a tip, I guess, it's just letting you know if you didn't know. Um, yeah, so tip 1 was always keep it at 100%. And that'll be easy if you just do what I told you guys to do in the 2-part video, because the run includes this. This is my first stop. The second tip would be to put it in flax and raw fish. If, however, you find like a better way or other stuff, please just let me know. But until now, I haven't found another one, and I've been doing flax and raw fish for a really long time now. I've gotten a lot of money off this place. Tip number 3, if you don't like running here from Camelot or whatever, there's actually a house portal next to the entrance of Relica. You can move your house there if you have high enough construction. So, you need to do Throne of Miscellanea and Royal Trouble. Other than that, this place is great. It's free money, first stop on my run, and yeah. So, I make about with flax and raw fish, I think it's about 150k right now. It may not be the same later, but about 150k a day. So it'll double however much it takes. And it somehow adds up to being around 4 mil, something 3.5 to 4 mil over a 30-day period. So that's what the axe for. That's what the money for. These runes. These runes are necessary because unless you don't want to run, which I don't think anyone does. You'll want to use these to teleport to Camelot, which I will explain in part 2. So please comment, rate, and subscribe. Let me know if you found a better way to maximize your money at Miscellanea, and I'll be happy to take a look at it. And please, if this guide helped you, just leave a comment. And this is one of my first videos that I've had. Actually, this is my second video that I have on this channel. So just please subscribe and just spread the video if you think it helped you. And I'll see you in a couple seconds if you plan on watching part 2. I would really advise you to watch part 2 because if you know how to do Miscellanea, it's good. But part 2 is where all the rest of the money comes from. That's like 9 mil. So yeah, I'll see you soon. Thanks. Oh yeah, subscribe. I think I already said that, but just subscribe.